Alright, so we will just go for Gix Command. We have Amalgam, that's something. So we kinda clear the board, it's not perfect cleanup, and we get our key card. And we kill his key card, so I think that's good enough. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today is something really special because we are playing finally, resurrected Dimir, and it has a lot of answers. We will see also the Aven Heartstabber card that we probably don't see at all, ever, but I really enjoyed it, and you will see it flipped and how powerful it can be in this kind of deck. If you can flip it against mono red, man, it means it's doable. So the deck is built around basically Gix Command. It forces a lot of creatures because you want to be able to use the first mode and the third mode, because they both need creatures to work, especially big creatures, and varied creatures because you want to usually take two different ones. So this forces some kind of build that is centered around creatures. It also means that even Heartstabbers are a bit better, because Gix Command basically can give you two cards on top of Sweeper or sacrificing opponent's creature. So you get a lot of plays. One of the cool interactions is also that Aven Heartstabber goes perfect with Kaito Shizuki. They work on the same colors on the following turns, and you keep drawing cards. And from my experience, actually this always eats removal. People are just scared of this card somehow, and I can respect that. On top of this, we have things like Amalgam, only one, but if you can get Heartstabber as a sacrifice fodder, it's actually super glorious. We have enough creatures to make it work. Other than this, we of course don't run counter spells because everything just wants to kill you and costs one and gets prowess. So we need full deck of removal. Go for the throat, cut downs, and with marches we can actually kill artifacts, which sometimes is a problem, especially with the worm. And Graveyard Trespasser is your card advantage card. So as you can see, we don't really run a lot of the cards though, we only get Bankbusters. But our Lier is a card advantage, Kotose is a card advantage, Sorin, Kaito, and Gix Command that can get any of those creatures or multiples of them is also value. Getting Trespasser killed is card advantage because of the war. So even though we don't have a lot of card draw, we have a lot of card advantage built in our creatures. So this is the deck. I really enjoyed it. I think it's super fun. It's something fresh, and yeah, it kind of makes sense for Dimir. It's hard to build a good Dimir deck right now, but this one is definitely a lot of fun. So if you miss Dimir, you will probably be happy about this one. So don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy this kind of decks. It really helps the channel grow. So really appreciate everyone who subscribed. You are great, and I'm super thankful. And with that great pitch, let's go into the games. They were pretty cool, so I hope you will enjoy them. I love being on the draw. It makes me feel like I'm winning the game against 1 mana Swift Spear. Amazing. Thank you, Magic. I love playing every game on the draw against basically god draw from the aggro. It definitely makes me play more. Alright, so what is the actual strategy here? I mean, we will start playing some birds, I guess. They will definitely hurt you a little bit because there's no way we will live until they flip. So we are basically cycling them for some extra life. It might also absorb play with fire or something like this. So we are getting card advantage probably. But okay, so we stall a little bit. Alright. That's fine. Let's see how perfect this draw can get. Yeah, he is full hand of like play with fires and lightning strikes. Very likely lightning strikes actually, because he wasn't really like he didn't want to play them. Alright. So actually, well, Trespasser dies, right? It will die the moment we play it, but it still means another card, and it means that we also don't get hit by on the face. Swift Spear doesn't get a buff, we get the life gain. Like, there's still quite a lot of good stuff, and even though the Heartstabber died, you can see that it gives small minor like life gains basically, and we don't lose any value. I mean, that was my face. What? Is this the right play? Like, why would you not do it on your turn to buff the Swift Spear? I'm so confused right now. Like, probably he will still win because he's playing mono red on the god draw, but I'm speechless. What the hell happened there? And Erta is actually pretty legit on the next turn. Alright, what do we have? 0. Okay, so actually if we put Sorin or Ertai and cut down, we can activate this. This might be our thing, you know? Alright, so what do we do? Is this the Ertai resurrected? It trades pretty nicely against everything. But he's tapped out, and I still think this might be a bit better. Also, if this dies, we can cut down and Heartstabber, and then we activate it, I believe. Oh my god. The cheap Cardo in red. Alright, but it still makes... Like, he needs a burn spell, basically. If he doesn't have it, we are super happy about it. That's some strong attacking skills. I mean, I love it. Man, Sorin up, so... Okay, I think we won the game already. I will try to bait him also. Because he cannot... If we play it smart, he cannot go around our stuff. I want to bait a play with fire on the Heartstabber, and then we buff it in response. Well, it will... Something else will get the counter, so let's see what the counter is. Alright. Oh, here. Alright. I mean... I thought that Heartstabber won't flip. I lied. Gotcha. And you know what? We can double block, because he cannot kill both. So maybe he will mess it up, and if not, we get the life gain for free. Yep, that's a free life gain, and the game is... I cannot believe we actually won this. He has on the play with God Draw, but I think this double play with fire was pretty horrible play. There is high chance this lost him the game. Yeah, explode? Like, killing mono red on the draw with Dimir. That's the highlight of the day. That's actually a really good hand. I like it. So we start with this... No, let's go with the Painland. That's why we have them. I think there is a chance that there will be a 1-drop. So let's make sure. It will cost us a few life, but I think that's fine. And we want the bird. The bird is the thing. Alright, so our opponent is thinking about cut downing it probably. And he cannot decide if it's better to leave it or kill it. But you can see that this card, and that's what you need to win the game. Tell me the birds didn't win this. Like, he was tanking and then he thought, I cannot win this. Easy Mythic. You know what? Even though we are on the draw against top 100, which means he's probably super aggro, I mean, we will try to make it work, but being on the draw is insanely hard. Alright, it seems to be Rakdos or Grixis. Maybe Grixis. Yep, the usual, but that's actually fine. I will go with this one, because we are bound to not only be on the draw, but also mana screwed. Alright, hopefully our opponent is also in... No, he will draw a card and we won't, right? Yes, perfect MTG experience. So we are basically playing mirror, but one of us actually is allowed to play the cards and the second one is not. Which is funny, because on the play you are less likely to draw them. Alright. I guess we got mana screwed both for once. Alright, so we need to draw cards. We basically try to curve out. With double Bankbuster it's not great. This is definitely insane value, and he also hits lands better than us. Like, at this point it's really harsh, to be honest. So it might be shorted, but it might be make disappear as well, right? So I think we just go with the Heartstabber, start slowly, start drawing cards, attack with the Bankbuster, create some pressure and see what he does. Because on the value side, oh man, he's basically at 11 cards right now, so it will be super hard. If we didn't miss the slam drop, it would be a bit healthier because we have one more mana and it means we can start drawing cards faster. On the bright side, we also have the Bankbuster, we have Kotose, but it will be hard to use them. He can start attacking if he wants. Not sure if we block. That will be an interesting choice. I mean, that's also interesting choice. You can see that it's just 1/1, but it's card that usually gets an answer. And cut down will prevent the pilot on the next turn, which is pretty good as well. He doesn't want to activate, he doesn't want to risk it. Probably a smart choice in all honesty, but we need to still fight for our lands. Alright, we got one. That's big deal. That's big, very big deal. Alright. Alright. So this should be a shorter turn, right? So it's shorted. We will cut down. So he will activate the Bankbuster. But it doesn't really bring anything to the table, because our Bankbuster is empty. And his Bankbuster is full, so he actually cannot trade, because that's a super bad deal for him. I guess he saves 1 damage, because we could be crewing with Sheoldred. So, tradey. He'll never trade. Top to 100 knows the math behind it. He's basically losing way more value, so unless he's super forced to. But you know what, guys? You know what? I'm so tempted to actually do it. Is this a good play? You know what? I don't care. Let's see. Let's see if that's a good play. Because denying him all the 3 cards is a really huge deal. So I sacrifice 3 cards, but I deny him 3 cards. So in the end, kinda even. And also we got rid of the big creature. So now he needs to attack to kill Sheoldred. We might be able to play Kotose. I think we actually go for the Bankbuster. Oh guys, they always do this crap and they will hate it. Why do everyone think that Gix Command kills this situation? Oh, Sheoldred, the invincible. Again. Alright, go for the fraud. We force his hand, but he's super low on everything basically. And you know what? Sorin seems pretty amazing here. Alright, they do deal damage. They can crew probably the Bankbusters, but if we are at 5, we should be okay. You know what? Even land is actually okay. I honestly do not want to play Bankbuster. It's such a popular card everywhere that Abrades and Artifact Hail Brotherhoods and all of this hits it, and we do not want. So that's the crewing action. Unfortunate, he will get a card, he will crew the Bankbuster, but we have one more turn with Sorin. We will draw extra card, and with Kotose we have ways to do stuff. We need to make sure that Kotose is like super high value. Let's see what we draw. I mean, we are a Gix. Isn't it funny that suddenly when you play Gix Command, everyone is playing Gix Command in their decks? Like, Matchmaker in full glory. It would be great to not draw all the lands, but I guess it's kinda okay. Do we have cool creatures? Aven Heartstabber, but that's it. Is it worth it? We could go for the Bankbuster. If he makes disappears with the Appraiser, it's fine. We could just go for the Amalgam. I really want to preserve the Sorin, it's a huge card here. That's a really, really hard choice, because this card is amazing. If we hit it right, it might win the game on its own. sacrificing Amalgam just to draw with Sorin is not the greatest. Or maybe you just sacrifice Sorin altogether and go with the Bankbuster and then refill with Kotose, stealing Bankbuster and stuff like this. It seems like an okay idea. I'm not 100% sure, but I will go with this line. So this was the huge turn. We actually had different ways to play this game, and I went for this one. Not sure if that's the optimum. Not great when they exile all my birds. My birds are super cool. Leave them alone. Alright, so Gix Command is probably the juiciest and the Bankbuster to steal. Alright, let's see how he attacks. Smart. I don't think there's any value in defending it. We need to go for the value of the Bankbusters. And later Kotose. But will be hard, because Gix Command doesn't really hit this. I guess I should have drawn in response. But I cannot imagine what yeah, a Bright Sea. At least we got one extra card. So, well, the card was still crappy, but we did our best. And we did what we needed to. So what is the best steal? I really think it's Bankbuster. Man, they're so fishy with this 2 mana. It's nearly for sure the card. It's nearly for sure this. But let's test them. So make this appear, right? And they will probably cast it, but they need to sacrifice one of the creatures, so that's something. Yep, they cannot cool the bank. They would prefer to sacrifice the Bankbuster, but everything is tapped, right? And one of the reasons we play like this is that we can get Kotose back unless he has another Appraiser. Alright. It hurts, but it's fine. And he will attack with everything, so Sheoldred is guaranteed to die if we want. Cut down, definitely not the best. Like, we are actually whiffing on the draw super hard since few turns. I'm not sure if we can beat it. Alright, so we will just go for Gix Command. We have Amalgam, that's something. So sacrifice a creature, because this actually hits Sheoldred. And it's probably Kotose and nothing else, unfortunate. But it's still worth it, I think. So we kinda clear the board. It's not perfect cleanup, but it is way less damage. And we get our key card, and we kill his key card, so I think that's good enough. We also held up a counter spell, in a way. That's a Sheoldred, and honestly I think that's worth the counter spell. Let's see, make disappear. And now he has it. He actually has another one. Right? Yeah. That's so lame. I'm super mad right now. So basically we repeated the last turn altogether. So we have enough removal to just kill everything, but we need to start drawing it. And if Shuffler decided this game is lost, like you cannot do anything about it. What, 5, 10, 11 lands? I mean, we drew a lot, so maybe it's fine. What is the answer? Go for the frauds? Or Gix Command for Hail Mary play? We definitely remove something, but I'm not sure what. I'm really not sure what. We could also just go for Sheoldred, but I don't like it. I think it's a bad idea. We have better options than this. I think it's Gix Command, right? We have the mana to cast it. I mean, we have more. I'm sorry, is that the third Make Disappear with mana for Make Disappear? Are you crazy? I hate him so much. And that was last Gix Command from his deck. Alright, you can search the build. So if you want to copy our opponent deck, you can already do it. Alright, so I mean, that's a very awkward situation. Especially that we die unless we sacrifice Kotose. If we cast it, we still die. Oh my god, why is it so lame? What? Like, it's so bad. I don't think there's any way to use this card right now. So if he crews the Bankbuster, attacks with Sheoldred and Bankbuster, and we need to trade with the Bankbuster. And then we lose the Gix Command. So you know what? It's exactly the same, so why not get free value? Like, whatever, you can choose any modes. Just make them relevant so he needs to counter it. So, that's a make disappear, unfortunate, but at least we get one extra card from him instead of no extra cards from him. But Sheoldred still kills us. Yeah, that's a good game. Oh, so mean. But it's good to know that he also had another way. Well, that was a really close game, I would say, but we were on the losing side on the draws. We were playing very close to mirror, but with worse cards, basically. Alright, we are going first, which is amazing, and we have go for the throat, which is also amazing. Kaito, of course, on the play much better, because we can start attacking and drawing cards. And let's hope for a scoop, because when you play island and you pass, there is a high chance you win the game. Alright, Matchmaker decided to just pair us with mirror, because it's easier. So, we might be against Dimir, it might be an Esper as well, so we will see. But with Bankbuster it's actually really good, especially that those colors don't really have artifact removal. Alright, that's interesting. Let's make Kaito. Kaito is actually insanely good in this situation, because next turn is Amalgam, and we'll actually have the creature to sacrifice. So in some situations we can sacrifice this one, cast the Amalgam and counter whatever he has, and then Amalgam attacks. We keep drawing cards even though we don't have Ninja. So as this is the turn when he can reverse the play. We'll see what he does. It might be like Trespasser into Crewing, but we'll see. Probably the best case would be if he just drew a card, because we will win the value game at the current rate. Yep, unfortunate, because this also means the Smork. Alright, but we have Sheoldred. So, let's start like this. He will try to attack with Kaito. Problem is that Sheoldred cannot block because of the menace, but we at least get one card, right? Don't forget this is an artifact, so we cannot remove it. That's a lot of thinking for an unblockable creature. Let's draw a card, but definitely Kaito will die, and that's not perfect. We did not get our value. So let's play like this, and I mean let's go for Sheoldred, because that still makes it much harder for our opponent to do something. But yeah, he will still kill Kaito. We could not attack with Ninja, but then we lose the card, so what's the point of keeping Kaito? Basically. Go for the throats, definitely hurting us right now. And I mean, we could check if he knows how the cards work, but he nearly for sure does, so it won't really gain us anything, but you know, nothing to lose. Our opponent has very little mana, so I don't expect another removal. Maybe no attack? Alright, so he got it. Menace is always great at killing planewalkers. Is this the time to start drawing cards? Nah, I think we just... yeah, we just check for another removal. And then if that doesn't work, no sense in attacking with Ninja. Actually, having extra creature to block is good enough. But definitely Scare. I hope he doesn't have enough removal for the next Sheoldred, because if this dies, we are kinda behind. Life damage does not matter yet. It will matter in like 3 turns, something like this. But for now, it's just not a factor. The only factor is, does he have a removal? I really hope he doesn't. Alright, like this is pretty good. Cut down? I hope it's not cut down, because then we have to sacrifice the Bankbuster, which is a bulk of our value. Alright. Let's go with the ninja. I do not think we will die to the Flesh Gorger, so we might as well not block it ever. And from the next turn onwards, we will be able to start doing cards. Yeah, if he wants to raise, I don't think that's a winning strategy. Maybe he has another... Alright, maybe he has a creature or something. Or I mean, sorry, I mean invoke despair. Look at the mana. It's basically mono black with some blue splash. So far it's mono black. So he definitely plays invoke despairs, and this is high chance that it might be a card that he's trying to use right now. So we attack, and then he invokes despair, and we cannot crew the Bankbuster. But we can play the Amalgam just to buffer. And I honestly think that is the best idea, because he also gets the damage from the card draw. And we still get the card, right?
I'll take my zombies and leave.
So let's prepare for Invoke Despair. I'm pretty darn sure this will be the case. But we have to kill Liliana, she's too threatening to live. Alright. Alright. Okay, I have a very good plan. We only waste one card and we get all the value. But we will see. Not exactly sure. Because we can play this. Sacrifice a creature. So we can play this, crew the Bankbuster, draw a card, and then sacrifice the Bankbuster. Is it better than Amalgam? Maybe we should just remove this one. Alright, I will do it. I will do it like this. I think it's a bit better still. This is a pause, but I have no idea for what. It's not a cut down. I mean, let's not get fancy. Alright, so let's crew. No particular reason, it doesn't really bring much to the table, but I also don't think it will get removed, so... You know, just making it a bit awkward, in case he has some weird follow-up. And this will still be the creature. Also, when we draw cards, we heal a little bit, so racing us is nearly impossible as long as Sheoldred is there. But we definitely need to cling to this, and we start to draw something else. Because Sheoldred alone won't win this game, I think. Yep, we take the damage, the famous menace. Alright, but that's everything, and when we start doing all the lands from the top... Alright, this is actually pretty good. Pretty darn good. Let's not... like we want to crew it. Alright, so I think this is the creature. It's pretty good, I think. But to be fair, I really want to kill Liliana. Alright. He got me. We have something anti-despair. Aven's Heartstabber means he cannot invoke despair on his turn because he cannot play anything on top of it. And he needs to at least have a cut down. Alright. Let's go for it. I'm not drawing. I think we don't need to draw main phase. I want it untapped. For no particular reason. Alright, that's perfect. One of the best plays. Unfortunately, we get hit by Bankbuster. Alright, so he's going into attacker. That was important. If we removed Sheoldred in response, he could answer by crewing the Bankbuster. But he already gave the priority, so if we pass, we go directly into combat and he cannot crew it. That's a big deal. So now he can crew it, but it doesn't matter because the attackers are already declared. We cannot block, unfortunately. Alright, so we have 4, 3, 2. Well, we are getting there, slowly but surely. And we are still at 20 somehow. Man, the Sheoldred power, just always at 20. And this is the card. This is the card that will flip the game, probably. Alright, so this will be 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need one more. I will actually draw a card right now. Maybe we draw something cool. We definitely did. Alright. So I will attack like this. And we leave 2 creatures just to fake a block. And now we go Kaito, we heal, and we draw cards, and that should be it. I don't think he can keep up with all of this. Nice, we can actually draw a card if we want. And Sheoldred is doing Sheoldred magic. I think that even if he can remove her now, it's probably too late. And he didn't draw a single card with this Bankbuster. That's super greedy play. He always tried to go for the tempo instead of trying to hit the lands and stabilize. So pretty aggressive play on our opponent, and it didn't pay off so far. By the way, this deck is literally mono black with some weird splash. Alright, so he wants to clear the board basically. And highest power. I mean, I'm not sure if he realizes that we can do the thing, because they both have 4 power, and I will choose wisely. Oh, is the explosion in mind? Maybe. Alright, so first he destroys everything. We draw a card, and we sacrifice the Bankbuster. Still here, Sheoldred, always here, and we heal from the card from Aven Heartstabber. Synergies. Crazy. 2 life. Alright, but we have a lot of cards in the graveyard, so we should flip the next one very quickly. Bankbuster is amazing draw, of course. And we can kill the Flash Gorger. But let's see how he attacks. Alright, no Bankbuster, perfect. So he's fully tapped out, we know exactly what's going on. I could sacrifice the cut down, but we do not need to. And we have so much life that we do not care about the board at all. Alright, and now the board is clear. I think this is a cleanup duty basically right now. We attack mostly to draw cards with Kaito. And with double Bankbuster, even if he invokes the spell, which probably is on the table, we will outdraw him so crazy much he won't like it. So I'm pretty sure it will be invoked the spell. He definitely plays it, and that was a lot of turns when he couldn't cast it, so this is perfect turn to do it. Let's see. I really think he should have it by now. But we'll just draw 3 cards a turn. Alright. So he wants to discard everything. And that's fine. We do not need those cards, they don't hit artifacts. And we definitely do not draw in response, because that would be very, very bad for us. You don't need the stop, but I just want to make sure I got messed with the auto-passing turn today. So let's not do it again. Oh man, Kotose! Yeah, like Kotose was the icing on the cake. We could just Liliana, right? And get rid of whatever he had. Yeah. Well, that was pretty dominating gameplay.